What's popping, guys? It's your boy back with some more BT10 content. Of course, we had to feature Gallantmon up at the top, but that's not really what we're here for today, even though that deck is tier 0. We are here for Baghra army down at the bottom, guys. So Gallantmon, pretty bad start, just going to be able to play the tie from hand for 4, but then down at the bottom I'm going to go ahead and evolve the Choo-Choo-Mon, go into Missed Memory Boost, milling to drawing into the Death X, which is pretty broken, and then using the mat effect to grab back Tactimon. We're going to see a hard play Growlmon, and then I'm just going to go ahead and start back to 3. I'm going to play Buzzing Fist, which I honestly probably will bump this card up to 4. This card is really, really good. Revealing 3, adding a Baghra army card trait in the list of the cards, basically, so it can add like the options or the tamer or whatever, and then trashing the rest, and then sticking 1 underneath your tamers, playing the Digimon for a cost of 5. Since I don't have a U Amano in a play, I can just play 1 straight up. We're going to see the Gallantmon player will finally draw into a Guiomon here. Going to go Growl X as well, and then going to go Growlmon again, and then Growl X once again to just try to cycle some cards, and then just going to see the pass after that. This is getting really saucy, especially because of that Death X in hand. But we're first going to swing Choo-Choo-Mon, who of course has the on deletion save. I am going to choose, however, to resolve the Demi-Meramon first so that I can actually use the save so that it's not misplaced out of the correct zone it needs to be in. And then after that, we're going to draw, discard 1, and then lastly going to put the Choo-Choo-Mon underneath the U. U, of course, lets you gain a memory, draw a card. Something stuck underneath. Gonna build up a little bit in the breathing area, and then gonna swing Digimon into security. Digimon, of course, also has save. Pretty much all the level 4 or lower Baghra army Digimon do, and then we're just gonna put him underneath mat, popping the Missed Memory Boost delays effect to gain back the 2 memory here, and then playing another mat to be able to just grab back the Blastmon that we saw earlier. Lastly, to pass turn, I'm going to be able to play the Troopmon, and then being able to use the U effect, not even needing to suspend it, which is really interesting, I think. But basically, whenever you play level 4 or higher Baghra, you get to basically use, you get to Digicross. He has the Taiki effect where you get to use stuff underneath your materials to reduce it by 2 for each, hence 5-2 being 3 cost. We're going to see Guiomon swinging into the security here, drawing 2 cards. Did hit the Searcher Guiomon, so we're going to be able to grab a War Growlmon and a Takato here, definitely breaking on the lower levels, mainly the level 4s, I guess, because he didn't have any 3s earlier on, but finally going to get that War Growlmon in hand. But of course, since he played a Digimon, I'm going to use Troopmon's effect to be able to trash a card to gain a memory, and then since Choo-Choo-Mon was trash, I gain another memory, and it passes over to my turn. I'm going to then swing the Troopmon to security. It's going to save itself underneath the U, gaining another memory, drawing card going up to 4. Eismon's going to go ahead and swing in for the heck of it, drawing 3 cards here, and then resolving our typical shenanigans with the draw 3, discard 2, discard 1, and then draw 1, discard 1, just getting rid of extra cards I don't need. Lastly, to pass turn, we got 12, 3 times 4 is going to be the 12, so 4 cards on the field that are going to count for the Death Xmon here, and then we're going to put our opponent to 4, getting rid of the entire field. Really, really disgusting stuff. So Death Xmon still definitely a really, really powerful card in the BT10 format. We're going to see War Growl Digivolved while making a stack in the breeding area, but it's not really going to matter because Death X is going to swing here, and then we are going to finish off the game with Blastmon. Blastmon has Rush, and then on play, if you've got 3 or more materials, you get Blitz as well, and of course we know that U is allowing us to get the extra materials underneath them on play, so you effectively have an archetype game finisher. Game 2, we're going to go ahead and start. Opponent's going to make us go first. Gabumon in the breeding, and then Choo-Choo-Mon in the battle area, revealing 4, grabbing a Troopmon, but no U, and putting the rest at the bottom. He is also 4 play cost, which is a little bit unfortunate, but definitely need to run him because you really need to see U as early as possible. That's probably the biggest downside to running this deck. If you guys are interested in playing this list, I will have in the description below, but U is very, very essential. Like, you definitely need him. So our opponent is going to just build up a stack in the breeding area here. I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of my field because I know that his Digimon gain bonus effects off of my Digimon being deleted, so I don't want him to get those extra, memory, draw, security attack, whatever. So I'm just going to swing that Gabumon in there. So at this point, he basically needs to be able to like kill both of them. He needs to have like the EX2 Gallantmon or something like that. But I'm just really desperate for a search, so I'm going to go ahead and play the Choo-Choo-Mon anyways. We are going to see the Growlmon moved out, and we're going to see the Gallant from the starter deck Digivolved for a cost of 3, being able to then swing its security, and then of course he's got many effects that are going to go off if he chooses to do so. So we're of course going to see draw one, and then going to be able to pop something with the Growlmon effect, and then pop something with the Gallantmon effect, and then drawing one off of that. Not going to get the attack boost, not that it'll matter, because on the second check, he is going to hit that Death Xmon, saving me in security there, although now I'm down to 3 security cards left. Growlmon, or rather the Guillaumon X, is going to be played for a cost of 4, and then I'm just going to play the Eismon on top of the Choo-Choo, and then grabbing back 2 cards from Calling from Darkness, for a cost of 1, since I don't have anything on field to delete. And we're going to see like the 10,000th Choo-Choo-Mon this turn, because I really needed my U here. So we are finally going to get that U Amano, and then our opponent is going to start with 3, Digivolving the Guillaumon X into breeding Growlmon EX to Growlmon as well. That card is really annoying against this deck. Just the amount of board control you have is really powerful. Guillaumon X is going to swing dying to the Troopmon in security, and then lastly the War Growlmon once again going to be Digivolved on top for a cost of 3. So we're going to go ahead and think about promoting, but actually I'm just going to clear my field, so going to keep the Eismon in the back. Choo-Choo-Mon is going to go ahead and chuck himself at security, and then U is just going to be played for a cost of 3, putting our opponent to 1. He's going to answer that with a Tocado, playing that for 3, putting us to 2, and then Matt is going to guarantee me the 3 memory that I'm looking for, grabbing back a Calling from Darkness, essentially adding me to add 2 more Digimon from my trash to my hand. Surger Guillaumon is going to be played for a cost of 3, grabbing the EX2 Gallantmon, which is a really powerful card, being able to pop stuff of essentially 8,000 or lower, gaining the DP as well during my turn. So Eismon is going to come out here, swinging into the security, trashing a couple of cards off the effect, and then drawing 1 extra card and trashing a Mad Leomon, putting the whole stack in the trash here. Now the problem is I kind of have to just either pass or commit something to field, but if I don't commit anything to field, he's going to have 2 swings, potentially lethal if he's got a Crimson mode or something next turn. So I think I don't know, you guys can let me know if this was the correct play, but I'm going to go ahead and Digicross the Mad Leomon for a cost of 3, putting the Troopmon underneath him, and then Troopmon says whenever it would be trashed by a effect, you get to gain a memory. So effectively, if my opponent draws off the Gigimon, I get to detach a material, he gets to discard 1, and then I also gain a memory. So pretty cool interruptive effects there. I'm going to go ahead and just pass turn by playing the Soundbirdmon for a cost of 3, putting our opponent to 3 here. We are going to bring out the War Growlmon, and then go into the EX2 Gallantmon here, is going to swing draw a card. Of course, is then going to be able to delete both of my Digimon here off of the one attacking effect, and then gaining a memory as well off of the Tocado, and then checking just 1 card, or rather 2 cards here because of the War Growlmon inherited, but I am able to stave off lethal because of the U effect. I'm going to go Tactimon here for a reduced cost, playing him for 13 minus 4, so 11 actually. So my opponent should be at a little bit more memory here, but it is not going to matter, guys. So my 2 Digimon do actually gain blocker here, but it's not going to matter because my opponent can just delete both of them with the Gallantmon, since they are 4,000 plus 4,000 is 8,000 combined. Gonna be able to, Gallantmon's gonna be able to take game 2. So game 3, I'm gonna go ahead and start. Damimon is going to be Digivolved into the breeding area on top of a Gabu here. Can never seem to get the Gabu Eismon stacks. I don't know how the 3 Musketeer players do it. We always draw the Eismon afterwards. But anyways, Guillaumon X and then Tai are going to hit the board, and then I'm going to respond to that with the Matt. Not wanting to wait to play him, I just really want the guaranteed 3 memory. Then we're going to see Growlmon plus War Growlmon once again here, Digivolved for 3. I'm going to go ahead and swing the Damimon security. It is going to die, of course, choosing our draw effects to resolve first. So drawing 2, discarding 1, drawing 1, discarding 1, Probably a random Blastmon that I don't really need right now, especially because I don't even have my U set up with materials. Because I think everything else I want, yeah, I think I'd want to keep pretty much everything else, and then we're going to save afterwards. So still at 3 memory here, gonna go Choo-Choo-Mon for 0. U is gonna hit the board for a cost of 3, and then I think we're just gonna Digicross, playing the Mad Leomon for a cost of 3 here, putting the Troopmon underneath them, and then our opponent is going to be able to bring out the War Growlmon. So I was thinking here, well, he basically has to have Tocado and a Gallantmon to be able to clear my board and Blitz, which is pretty much exactly what he's going to do. He's going to play Tocado here for 3, and keep in mind that Tocado does give all Gallantmon the when Digivolving Blitz effects. We're going to see Gallantmon X Antibody here, deleting my Digimon with the lowest level. Of course, being able to stick Mad Leomon underneath the U is going to gain us a memory, draw a card, but Tocado will also gain our opponent a memory, and then we're going to Blitz, and then draw a card, and then also gain a memory off the Growlmon inherited as well. So gaining 2 from my opponent, counteracting mine pretty well, and then checking 3 cards total off of the tie as well as the starter deck Growlmon there. So we're going to bring out our Choo-Choo-Mon. Gonna get a little bit hasty on the draws here, but we're gonna swing die to security and then draw into that Death X afterwards, saving ourselves, sticking us underneath the U, gaining a memory. I will say gaining a memory every single turn and extra resources is just really, really nice. But I still think this deck has a lot of issues. We're going to go Calling from Darkness, grabbing back the Blastmon as well as the Choo-Choo-Mon. And Blastmon is a really clutch card here just because in tandem with you, now that we've got 3 or more materials underneath our Tamers, we're going to reduce his cost by 6, playing him for 7 cost. Rush and then on play Blitz, 13,000 swinging into the Gallantmon X here. Really powerful play, being able to clear that board. So I think I'm in a pretty good position, being able to establish my Blastmon, and then of course if he does attack with something that's level 4 or lower, I believe I get to detach a material to delete that Digimon, and then I'll therefore then gain a memory off of the inherited effects. So our opponent is just going to do what Gallantmon does, just build up another stack in the breeding here. Blastmon's going to swing at security here, Digivolving the Gabu in the back, and I was left with a lot of options here. I'm thinking if he brings out a Gallantmon, I don't really want to commit too many lower level Digimon so he can pop them off the effects to gain Psych Attack +1, but regardless of what Gallantmon he goes into, he is still going to check 2 cards off of the tie. So I think it's fine to just kind of go all in, and if he has it, he has it. Because I don't really think I have too much counterplay right now. I am just going to go U and Eismon to, again, just if he's got a Gallantmon, he can Blitz and swing over, but if that's the case, he won't be able to hit my security this turn. But we're going to see that's not really going to matter. So we're going to see Gallantmon X Antibody deleting my lowest play cost Digimon, which is going to be the Blastmon, of course. He does then get to gain a memory off of the Tocado here, gaining Psych Attack +1 as well. We can definitely draw a card and swing off of the effect of Tocado to give our Gallantmon Blitz, but instead we're actually just not going to. So our opponent is actually just going to not swing with Blitz. Going back to 0, we're then just going to evolve Gallantmon Crimson mode and then Blitz, trashing 2 because I've got 10 or more in trash. So guys, that is going to be the game. Crimson mode with the clap back on the reverse sweep. So guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.